Why trying your best is never enough alone. I have been trying my best for my entire life. At my worst, I knew I could do better. At my best, I tried my best. And for too much of that trying, I have been alone. Not literally. There have been people around me. My parents say they care about me. I believe they mean that. But intentions do not cancel outcomes. You can care about somebody and still leave them alone with most of the weight. You can mean well and still fail somebody. That is part of what makes this so difficult to explain. Nothing has to look dramatic. Nothing has to announce that they are abandoning you. Sometimes everybody just carries on, and somehow you are still the person sitting there trying to figure out how to build a life. So I tried harder. That was apparently the solution. Try harder. Explain yourself better. Be more patient. Be easier to understand. Learn more. Make more things. Improve yourself. Find something useful to do. Find somewhere to belong. Become somebody worth taking a chance on. So I did that for years. And there is a strange joke buried in this. I needed help becoming a person who could stand on his own. Then I spent so long standing on my own that I became extremely good at it. I learned how to create without encouragement. I learned how to work without recognition. I learned how to keep myself occupied. I learned how to solve problems nobody else was going to solve for me. I learned how to turn isolation into projects. I learned how to make something that out of almost nothing, which sounds impressive until you remember why I had to learn how to do it. I needed people, so I adapted to not having them. Then the adaptation itself became the evidence that apparently I did not need them. Very efficient system. You survive the absence of support, then your survival is used to prove the support was never necessary. That is almost funny. Almost, because I did grow. I have become capable of things I could not do before. I have learned more than I thought I could learn. I have made things I am proud of. I have kept going through circumstances that could have stopped me, but becoming capable does not make the original need disappear. I still cannot be both sides of every human relationship. I cannot create community alone. I cannot create belonging alone. I cannot create another person's presence. I cannot give myself the experience of being wanted by somebody else. I can make a video. I cannot make somebody care that I made it. I can make music. I cannot make somebody give me a place to use what I can do. I can explain myself perfectly. I cannot make somebody listen. I can knock on a door. I cannot open it from the other side. That is the part people leave out when they say, just try your best. I did. I am. That is not the problem. The problem is that effort needs somewhere to land. Someone has to respond. Someone has to trust you. Someone has to make room. Someone has to take the risk of knowing you. Someone has to give you a chance before you can prove what you would have done with it. Someone has to care whether you show up. Otherwise, you start doing something very strange. You build the entire identity around continuing. You build your entire identity around continuing, around producing, around explaining, around surviving, around proving that you are still here. And after long enough, you start wondering what is underneath all of that effort. Who am I when I am not trying to prove that I deserve a place in the world? I do not have a clean answer to that. That is what prolonged isolation does. You become incredibly self-reliant while becoming less certain what the self is even for. I can persevere. I can persevere. Clearly, I have enough evidence. I do not need another lecture about resilience. I need somewhere for that resilience to go. I need participation. I need opportunity. I need other people. Not because I failed to become independent enough, because independence was never supposed to mean constructing an entire human existence from one side. And I refuse to call invisible neglect, a personal failure, just because nobody intended for it to happen. Intentions matter. Outcomes matter too. I am still here. I am still creating. I am still learning. I am still trying to find a role. I am still trying to find where I fit. There is something almost absurdly hopeful about that. Not inspirational, not stubborn. After everything, some part of me still expects there to be another side. Someone there, somewhere to put all of this. I tried my best. I am trying my best. I have grown because I had to. I have survived things I should not have needed to become good at surviving. And I am still alone far more than I should be. Trying your best is not enough alone.